Hello, Grand Gamers. How are you? Welcome to a pop-up live. I was trying to see if I have shades, aka glasses, so I can see y'all's comments, but y'all already know how this goes. If you're not already joining us live on TikTok, come find us on the Black Women in Grants page and join us. Come on in and say hello. I am literally sitting outside of a coffee shop by the road, so you will hear traffic. It's not a lot of it, but when it is, when they come through, you feel me? So, welcome in. Good morning, Shay Love. How are you? Can you hear me loud and clear? Is it good enough? I do not have my glasses. I left them in the car. I'm trying to come and sit outside and chat with y'all, so bear with me. Good morning, Sharon Jado. Thank you. All is well. I just had a free cup of coffee. God is good. And I just bought me it's called a lavender mint tea. It's supposed to be drunk hot. And I made them do it cold. So yeah, I'm by the train track, y'all. I'm by the road. Y'all gonna hear a lot going on, but I need some air and some sunshine. And then I'm gonna head back home. I've been out and about. I had to go get blood drawn today because my doctor's like using me as a guinea pig. So my fourth trip to get blood drawn in the last couple weeks. Good morning, Jay. How are you guys? I've been up since about 6. Excuse me. You drink this too? Is it good cold? I haven't tried it yet. Sharing them off screen. But as long as you can hear me, we should be good. As long as you can hear me and the cars. So let's chat. Where are y'all representing? What city are you listening in from? Let's act like we on the phone call, the radio, a podcast, FaceTime without the faces, all the things. Let's chat like girlfriends, because I'm about to give y'all some nuggets that I would only share with my closest friends in business. So we can chat. You're in Snellville? Hey, girl. You're in Massachusetts in all caps. Okay, rep your city then, girl. Baltimore in the house. Tampa's in the house. You're not too far away. You're one of our country cousins here in the South. I'm in Atlanta. In one of the outskirts cities of Atlanta, shall I say. They gentrifying over here. People mad. I'm just trying to be able to pay gentrification prices. That's what my heart is with this. Hey, girl. Love it. You travel to Atlanta all the time, girl. Whoo, child. We ain't gonna go there. Atlanta, talking about Atlanta drains me, so I love my city though. Tell me about y'all's businesses. Are you guys black women, for-profit, small business owners? I know most of y'all are, but let me know. I see that Masters of Education 1995. You better represent up in here, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Rep your city, rep your degree. I want to chat with y'all, but I got to make sure I'm talking to the right people. Because you know how, like, I don't know about y'all, but the older I get, it makes so much sense that you have to categorize your friends. Have y'all ever thought about this? I have. It's really deep. I'm a deep thinker. That's why that doctor's in front of my name. Doctor of Philosophy, okay? Philosophizer. Anyway, you know how, like, even your best friend, like I got a best friend from 7th grade, but some stuff we don't talk about because we just don't have those types of conversations. Like if it's serious, we can't have that conversation. But if it's about laughing and giggling and cutting up and jokes and just having a good time and staying positive in an upbeat mood, that's my girl. Just like ignorant, dry humor. You know, one of them friends you could just give a look to and you bust out laughing. You can't sit beside them in church or at special events because you won't act right. I got her for that. But then when I leave her house, like the front porch after we gossip and she tell me who pregnant, who done died, who looked bad since high school, you know. I come back to my reality, which is business. And I'm like, who can I call to get me out of hometown girlfriend into business mode? Like, okay, when your next class, when your next event, how many clients you got, how much money you make this month, what conference you going to, when the next time you speaking, when your next train. Y'all got them kind of friends because it's two different categories, right? And I share that because when I jump on here with y'all, I'm the business bestie. I'm the one that's going to go learn something and bring it back to you. Have y'all ever categorized your friends? Like there's one it's a couple business besties that I've had that I'm so grateful that I met them because they've coached me through some stuff. They got my brain right. Like that you got your business besties, then you got your coaches that you actually pay and hire. And they supposed to do that, get your brain right. But in between them sessions, you also got your mentors. I'm a mentor myself. I'm a coach and I'm a business bestie. I just combine it all into one. But I got a mentor that if I called him right now, he would get my brain on track. He would start drilling me with questions and stress me out because he sees so much higher for me than where I am. And I'd be like, you better give me a minute and wait a minute. Don't be rushing me. But he gets me into a different perspective. You need all of those categories of friends in business. And again, I pride myself on being the mentor, the coach, the trainer, the business bestie. I'm a big sister of 4. I've been losing count. My daddy had a lot of kids. But anyway, so I'm used to being in that role of either business bestie, big sister, coach, mentor, trainer. I'm all of that for y'all. So I share that because when I come on here, I'm dropping gems like, y'all my girls. Even though some of y'all I just met today. Hey, girl. Some of y'all are here in the South with me. We call it y'all country cousins because y'all the ones we would sit on the front porch with. And then while we sitting and chatting, we'll be signing up to host our next business event. Or I'm going to ask you about yours, you know. I got some in my teeth. I've been smiling all day and people ain't told me. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Okay, so anyway. Leadership role, yep. Even in my friendships and family and stuff, they have always come to me. And I'm the youngest, which is crazy. Youngest cousin, youngest everything. But they still would come to me. So anyway, I love that for me though, because I'm always in the teaching space. And because I'm always in the educational learning space for myself, I have information to bring back to y'all. So y'all want the tea today? Because I just finished listening to a call from one of my mastermind sisters. But anyway, put a tea emoji in the chat if you want today's tea. Because it's a little warm. It's sitting on a little tea, little coffee warmer. She said, we love that for us. We love that for you as well. I love that for you as well. Yes. Let me see some tea emojis. If y'all nosy like me and be wanting the tea, like what we talking about today? If you're new here, girl, you better say, hey. Hey, girl. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I have won, y'all, over 1 million with an M dollars in grants and grant-funded opportunities. I'm happy to share with you guys what I know. Hey, girl. Welcome, first-timers. Okay, so y'all know the rule in the black household. After your first time, you ain't no guest no more. You better get up and go fix you something to eat and get you something out that refrigerator. You know where the bathroom at. Take your shoes off and come out. So, I love being here with you guys in this space and over at blackwomeningrants.com where we have a year-long, hold on. We got a year-long mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. Amelia, hey girl, welcome. And we got some winners, y'all. We just did the numbers for one of our mentees, Ashley Rankin. She might be here with us. Hey, lovely one. How are you, girl? Ashley had some time off from her 9 to 5. or moving on to her next 9 to 5. And she took the last 90 days to apply for over $450,000 in grants. So far, she's won a total of $29,000 in grants and grant funded opportunities. I am so proud of her. She worked the grant application process like it was her 9 to 5 for 90 straight days. She said she put in 40 hours a week for 3 months. That's a probationary period for a new job, right? So she was like, before I move on to my next 9 to 5, let me take this grant game seriously. Let me apply like I'm working it. And it's literally paying off to where she has now averaged about $8,000 a month in wins. And at that rate, she's on track for 6 figures in funding if she keeps winning at that rate. Ain't that something? Did you know you can get paid like that in between jobs? On your PTO, on your vacation? Hello. Can anybody see themselves doing something like that? Let me know. Because grants are available. They are everywhere. Before you ask me if there is a grant for your business, yes, there is a grant for your business, for anything you could think of, Carla. Shay, girl, you believe that with me? There is a grant for anything you can think of. Now, I was listening to one of my mastermind sisters today, and she was talking about how, now she's in the nonprofit space for grants. She said, I believe with you. Amen. She's in the nonprofit space, but she said something that got me thinking, because, you know, they have to come from the standpoint of, we don't really need this money for ourselves per se. We need it to run our business, etc. We're in the for-profit space applying for grants here at blackwomeningrants.com, and we don't have to come from the standpoint of we have to give this money back to the community. However, I advise all of our grant winners, all of our grant applicants to set aside 5 to 10% to invest back into their community as a seed to pay it forward. You know, the Bible talks about reaping what you sow, given it shall be given. My old pastor used to say, always keep a seed in the ground. I say do that so you can have a future harvest. So if you're always giving, you always got something coming back to you, right? So as you win these grants, if you're setting aside 5 to 10% of your budget to give, you good. But also, my mastermind sister got me thinking today, because they have to come into the project thinking like that. But we come and do it as a service, as a give back, as what we call social impact. But also, we have to think about what it takes to have that social impact. So for example, let me ask you guys, when is the last time you volunteered your services through your business, whatever product or service you offer? Have you done that recently? Let me know. Like, have you discounted your service, given a scholarship, trained somebody on how you do what you do for free, mentored someone, coached someone, helped someone in any type of way, just as a black woman for-profit small business owner? Have you said, you know what, I got some extra time, let me go volunteer with this other business to help them out? Like, have you been sowing seeds, paying it forward in your business in a way that aligns with your business? Like, you take the knowledge and the skill that you have about running your business, offering those products and services, and you have donated that, volunteered some time, given money, given your expertise, went back and taught somebody. Has anybody here done that recently? Y'all quiet on me now. I've had coffee. It's still early. But I love a good conversation. So, those of you hanging out with me, if you want to learn this little tea, this little nugget I'm dropping about grants, if you're serious about applying for grants, y'all better talk to me. I'm going to hang up this phone and go about my day. So, when is the last time that you volunteered? Carla said, not yet. When is the last time you gave something away? When is the last time you helped someone as it relates to your business, product, or service? Or when is the next time you plan on doing it? You got anything on your calendar to give, to share, to donate, to volunteer, to give complimentary. Hello, somebody. Okay. If you don't have anything on your calendar coming up, you need to put something on your calendar coming up. If you have never donated, you need to get in the spirit of doing that because somebody's done it for you at some point. Starting with the ancestors, they gave their lives. They shed blood. They gave their freedom. Hello. Mama decided not to abort us. She kept us, so she gave. Come on, somebody. Don't act. Okay. So, it's our turn. So, when you go apply for these grants and you tell them, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Grant Check Writer, I'm going to take 5 to 10% of what we win, and I'm going to give it away. Yes, give it away. Like I'm here with y'all today, free, not charging you to be here. Some of y'all gonna get a return on this investment because you giving your time too. You sacrificing something too to be here today to learn about what it's gonna take to start winning funding for your business. Over at blackwomeningrants.com, we've given over $50,000 in scholarships. Money that my coach has like a grudge against me for not charging y'all. I'm like, no, I want to help 500 women learn about grants. We got 310 in the program so far. Where you at? We waiting on you. If you ain't over there, where you at? And so it got me thinking from my conversation today and the notes I took from my grant sister, mastermind sister, and she said about the nonprofit space, but then I flipped it for the for-profit. Because even when we decide to give back and volunteer, we also have to consider the financial cost of us having a social impact. Have y'all ever heard that word, social impact? And I know if you're in our mentorship, if you hang out with me here on TikTok Live in the Black Women in Grants chat, you've heard that word. Who else here has heard of the word social impact? Now, I know y'all booked and busy. I know y'all multitasking, yelling at kids, cooking, working, talking to co-workers, trying to act like you working so you don't get in trouble. But y'all better talk to me on this live. I know that. So, okay. For those of you who've never heard the word social impact, it's kind of doing good in the hood. It's the cause that's near and dear to your heart. It's if you want a $10,000 grant today, you will be perfectly fine with donating 1,000 of those dollars to that cause. It's how you're helping your community, but in a way that aligns with your business. And so, what is your social impact so far? Like that goes into the volunteering of your time, the giving back to other businesses, the helping people out, the discounts, the scholarships. What is your social impact, or what would you want it to be? Put that in the chat real quick. Let's see who's going to win this round. So think about it like this. Whatever you do in your business, whether you sell a product, whether you offer a service, what is something that you could align with to help someone else? Whether it costs you money, it costs you time, or both. Carolyn says she volunteers. I love how you spell your name. That is amazing. I was trying to sound it out without glasses on, girl. I'm over here struggling. I don't feel like walking to my car and get my glasses, so y'all work with me, okay? She said I volunteer at the food pantry giving food to the homeless. What is your business, Carolyn? Let's see how that lines up. Miss Polk says in the future, she giving back to the community. How? Tell me how. What is y'all's social impact? Grants have been known to ask you how your business impacts your community. And it's bigger than you just selling them a product or a service. They're hinting at what's your social impact. What have you given away? Where have you volunteered your time? What services have you donated? What products have you paid for out of your pocket and then charged somebody else for? What is your social impact, or what would you like for your social impact to be? Think of it as like leaving a legacy. Think of it like something that you do that cost you not a whole lot of anything, but because you did it, somebody's life was better for it. Like they've either written you emails, sent you text messages, seen you and hugged your neck. We do that a lot here in the country. They may have sent you a video or written a testimonial you can put on your website saying, if it wasn't for you and your business doing this for me and my family, or me and my loved one, co-worker, etc., I don't know where we would be. I would be uneducated about this. I wouldn't know about this resource. I wouldn't know that I could do this, this, and this. What is that legacy leaving social impact that you would like to have, or that you already have seen in your life? Valerie says, I give shelter to those who are displaced. Does that line up with your business, Valerie? Let me know. Shay says, giving back by going to schools, speaking with teenagers, providing field trip money for the kids. Look at God. Big baller, rich auntie vibes. Love it. Carla says she would love to help single mothers come up with, and Carla, it cut you off. Anybody else? It's more than 3 people in this live, so y'all on here stalking. If you ain't talking, you stalking. We do have stalkers and scammers that join us on the live. So hey to everybody here. I can see everybody who is here. I would love more talk back in this chat though. Hello? That's for the future, LOL. Not a baller. Yeah, you better speak it and claim it. You on your way. You're a future grant winner. Future rich auntie vibes. Future baller. All that. You better claim it. Valerie's in real estate. Valerie, what's your give back? What's your social impact? Put y'all's businesses in the chat. What do you do in your business? Valerie has an independent living facility. Got it. Okay. What else do y'all do? Let me see how these social impacts are lining up or not. Maybe you think it lines up. Tan has a party rental company. Tan, what's your social impact? Lovely's a residential cleaner. What's your social impact? How are you guys giving back? I really want to see that in the chat before I share more of this little gem I got for y'all today. Because there was a grant for $2,000 that I don't know if they're bringing it back this year, but now that I know how to play their game, I wanted to give y'all these nuggets just in case y'all come join me in the mentorship, get access to this grant, and want to apply for it. You be like, "Ooh, Dr. AJ said do it this way." That's called strategy. So I wanted to drop some strategy game on y'all today. But I got to see if y'all social impacts are social impacting. Amen. Carolyn says, my ideas haven't come to fruition yet, but you... Anybody else want to tell me what their business social impact is? I'm happy to help you dig it out, what it could be, child. Let me tell you about this. So last year, there was a grant for $2,000, and it was a financial literacy grant. And so if you don't know who I am and what we do and why I'm here and what Black Women in Grants is all about, we have about 67,000 of y'all here on the TikTok channel. And then 310 are in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. So since last May 2023, I've been live here with y'all 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, sharing about grants. And what do? We help Black women with for-profit small businesses find and apply for grants with confidence. And the way you do that is having what we call a grant application strategy, or GAS. Drop GAS in the chat if you just picked that up. Ms. Folks said retired school system, continue to work with student expectation curriculum. Carolyn has a notary business, notary and loan signing. If you just caught a little nugget, waiting on y'all to drop it in the chat. I see you, Carolyn and Valerie. Y'all are note takers. Carla, yep. That's our abbreviation. Now, GAS, GAS, is for grant application strategy. That's when you go in with a plan. You know how, like, for athletes, they have rehearsals, they have practice for the big day? That's what your grant application strategy prepares you for. It's your literal playbook for going out for the big day that you apply for these grants and plan to win. And so if you plan to win, that means you know what actions to take to lead up to that win. And so that goes for everything from how you want to apply for the grant, what grant you apply to, why you're applying, how you're going to invest the funds, how you're going to multiply the impact that that fund will help you to have in your community and in your business. It's a lot that goes into strategy, and I'm here to help walk y'all through that. And we hold your hand through it over at blackwomenandgrants.com. So that's a little bit about what we do. We're in the financial literacy space because we're talking about funding money for Black women. That is what we call non-traditional debt-free funding through grants and scholarships for business training and development programs and subsidies that help you save money on business resources that you need for your daily operations. Sponsorships, which in the nonprofit world they would call it in-kind donations. Giveaways, small business pitch competitions for things like office supplies, office furnitures. I just did a shopping spree at Office Depot, Office Max. They gave us $500 in December, and we had a ball. They also sent us a free desk, a free chair for our office, free filing cabinet, journals, pens, notebooks. You name it, we've won it. And I'm teaching you how to do it over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And so because we deal with funding, we deal with sponsorships, we deal with bursaries and partnerships, and how to get stuff seeded into our own businesses, which is also why you give back, because again, somebody's going to do it for you or somebody already has. This particular grant that was for $2,000 last year was for people in the financial literacy space, but, and this is for those of you who are like, if or when I win a grant, can they come back and check on me? Or can they ask for their money back, or can they take it away? This grant was set up in a way that you don't have to worry about that, because they're like, if you're serious about financial literacy and helping people, and you're telling us you already do this in your business, and you're already giving back in that area, put your money where your mouth is. Show us the literal receipts of where you've already invested this amount. So in this case, it was $2,000. So they're like, send us a receipt for $2,000 showing how you've already invested in this social cause, and we'll just reimburse you. Just send us your receipts and your invoice, and we'll just pay you back. Show us that you're that serious. You're not just talking about it. You're not planning to do it one day. You're already doing it, and it's out of your pocket, out of your time, out of your expertise, out of the kindness of your heart. You're already having social impact. You're already leaving a legacy, right? So I said, okay, let me break down the cost of, for example, hosting workshops for you guys, whether we're talking about TikTok Live, whether we're talking about you joining us in the mentorship and getting a scholarship over at blackwomenandgrants.com, whether we're talking about the additional trainings that we do that you can come join us a la carte, that are other investments. But all of that broken down, I said, if we were to count the cost of stuff we've already given away as an investment in others, I'm using us as an example here at blackwomenandgrants.com, it would break down like this. Y'all want the breakdown? Put breakdown in the chat. Good morning, Felicia. She says she's listening and traveling. Lovely says it's motivated me to do what I'm passionate about, skincare. Shay says love it. Yep, gas. Lovely says I'm just getting started, but I can clean a community office or give some time to our community. That's amazing. Breakdown. Okay. So the breakdown for us hosting, let's call it a masterclass or a workshop. It takes workbooks. It takes printed books. It takes program flyers to tell y'all about the event, so you might get something in the mail about it. It takes the shipping of those program flyers. It takes notebooks that we want you to write in because they're so cute. We're going to find you some cute pens, but also we got to ship it to you. Shipping of pens and notebooks, that's a separate cost. I like to give cute little certificates when you graduate our programs, and so it takes certificate paper. It takes the printing of the certificate. It takes the mailing of the certificate. Y'all see where we going? You see how this starts to add up? So if you've never broken down a budget for the social impact that you want to have and get funding through grants behind it, this is what they're looking for. I literally had to send this breakdown to that 2K grant to show them what I'm already investing in you guys in order to qualify to be reimbursed for my time and for this out-of-pocket expense that I've already incurred. So as you're thinking through it for how you want to have a social impact, think through what it's going to take for you to deliver that service, the time cost, the financial cost. And so anyway, y'all want me to keep going? Put continue if you want me to keep going. If this is helping you, let me know. Because again, I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people who use this information. And we talking girlfriend to girlfriend. And this is a gem you need to know so that you ain't coming at grants like, oh, I just need a grant because I'm broke. I just need a grant to save my business. I just need a grant because I'm going to have to file bankruptcy and close my doors because it's not sustainable without their funding. They don't care, dear. You got to come from the standpoint of what are you going to use some of this money to invest back in your community and show us what you're going to invest it in. And if you're serious, you would already be doing it. Please continue. Got you. Okay, let's continue. Before we do, Felicia says, question, do you use media mail with tracking for cost effectiveness? Just asking. Nope, I just put it in the mail. Girl, what's the cheapest thing? Let's go. I got to mail a client a gift now. It's in my car. So I order in bulk, and this is an expense to add to grants too. I have a Uline account. You know, they do like the packaging of everything, the envelopes and boxes and bubble wrap and tape. And so I just order bulk envelopes because I know I'm going to be mailing out certificates, mailing out books and things like that. So I keep that on hand. I keep certificate paper that I've pre-purchased. So I've already done this out of my pocket. Purchase the certificates, purchase the little cute little envelopes they come in, purchase the envelopes to ship them out, pre-purchase the stamps. I get rolls of stamps. So all of that costs. And that's already coming out of funding that I have. And so when I, prove to a grant, here are the literal receipts where I'm already doing this. I'm already pre-purchasing bulk copies of the book, pre-purchasing gifts to send out. All of this is factored in. You said breakdown, New York was too much. What that mean? What are we talking about? Okay, let me continue. So, remember back in the day, this thing called COVID, and when it lifted, we were still wearing masks. And so you had to, if you were going to host a workshop, like one of my coaches still does this to this day, has PPE at his workshops. You got your masks there because people still coughing and don't feel comfortable around people because COVID is still out there. You got hand sanitizer. He sprays the room with Lysol. All of that costs money. Can be factored into your budget. She said that's a lot to factor in. Thanks for the info. You're welcome. This is stuff you don't know to think of, but it also flips you from saying, I feel like I'm begging for money for the business because it's not sustainable on its own, to here's how I would use the funding if you or when you grant it to us, and here's exactly where that money is going to go because I've already invested it. So this is what it looked like. And this is just one event. So let's say 10 of y'all wanted to join me in a workshop, which we got one coming up in a few weeks. But this is what goes into it for me. But let me continue because this ain't it. So if I were to bring y'all here to Atlanta, we would have to have a place to meet. And so the meeting room has a rental rate. The meeting room has you can pay for Wi-Fi. You can pay for audio visual. You can pay for flip charts and dry erase boards and the markers and the eraser. You can pay for projectors with the drop down projector screen. You can pay for speakers and microphones and a stage setup and backdrops. All of this is factored in, whether you're doing a live event or if I wanted to bring stuff online. This is still what it would take for me. This is what it took me sending this $2,000 grant to say, how are you going to spend our money? Notice I ain't said I'm putting nothing in my pocket yet. Notice I ain't really mentioned how, the business could use extra money, etc. This is one event, so I want y'all to think through. Then, let's say I said, okay, well, let's just meet online. We're still going to do most of the stuff that I just mentioned, but even jumping on Zoom, that needs a monthly membership cost. Let's say I want to send you to a website like blackwomeningrants.com, which is up live and ready for y'all to come join us in the mentorship. It's only $97 for the full year. It's regular price $9.97, but even factored in that is a cost. So instead of charging you $97 for the investment, or charging you $9.97, it's only $97, which means the 310 women in our program right now have gotten into this program for $97. versus $9.97 regular price, where do you think the rest of that money comes from? You see how we got to even factor in scholarships we're giving away at this point? Because we're not just waiting on grants to give it away, I go ahead and do it. And now I can say we've given away over $60,000 in those scholarships just for y'all to come join me for $97 out of your pocket. But then you're learning a skill like Ashley Rankin has learned. She's won $29,000 in the last few months just from that $97 investment. Y'all see how this works? Because the grant is also going to say, we can give you the money. You can prove that you're already doing this work, but how do you know that your social impact is social impacting? Well, Ashley Rankin invested $97. She's won $29,000 total in grants and grant funded opportunities. That is proof. They call that social measurement. How are you measuring your social impact? Y'all see how this works? So not only is this overhead, but it's also helping you sustain your social impact, because a lot of this will set you up to keep doing this work more than just one time. So that's what we talk about when we say getting the funding, letting it multiply your impact, and making sure you, your grant, and your clients all have a return on this investment the grant made. So if I wanted to continue the list, put continue if you want me to continue. It's like the third of 3 parts. So put continue. Good morning, Jatel. Hey, girl. She said they better invest. That's more than 10K. How did you know? You doing the math with me, girl? And I started to break down the list price-wise, but I got impatient. But I'll tell y'all what the total came up to. Felicia says, I love your information and it's helpful. Thank you, Felicia. She says, remember, I went to get my award last week, just giving the update. Oh, from the, yes, from Times Square. You said it was a lot. Love it. Thank you for, thank you for sharing that. That is too funny. So yes, overhead and continuation. So the last part of the list, this is where you get into your pockets per se. This is where, yes, this was way more than $2,000, but I'm gonna tell y'all what to do with that. So let's say I wanted to, with this training, either it's online or offline, I want to send you guys to a specialized domain that's just for this training. So when I say go to blackwomenandgrants.com, we got to pay for that domain. That's the cost to factor in. They don't let you do it month by month. So you can't do it just for one time. You got to do it for a whole year. Then they try to make you pay up front for 3 years now, right off the bat. That you got to have hosting. You got to have a designer of that website. Whether it's you or somebody else, it's still costing somebody time and skill and expertise to know how to navigate that, to put it out, to set it up, to fill out all the information that's on the site to get you to sign up. Then you need somebody to write the copy, meaning the words that convince you to say, yes, I want to invest in joining this workshop because it's going to cost me something. Whether I'm paying for a ticket to fly to Atlanta and paying for a ticket for the conference, or just paying for a ticket to get the link to jump on Zoom, you're making an investment. So that's going to, have to come from somewhere, right? So you got the copy, you got the website link, you got the domain. Y'all tired yet? Because this just one event, one grant, babes. And if, let's say we do an in-person event, you got staff. You want to take videos because you're going to be cute. You want to take pictures. You want to have those pictures edited and delivered to you in a timely manner. You want an assistant because you don't want all that on you the day of the event. Even for online events, you need an assistant. And then finally, you want a speaker, whether that be you or you hire a speaker. That budget got to come from somewhere. So with all of this factored in, absolutely, it's well over $2,000. She said this must be your passion. Can you tell? How can you tell, Miss Folk? I share my passion with you guys in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. We're collectively using these types of strategies, knowing what our budget is going in. Grants call this the proposed use of funds. How do you propose you're going to use our money? Well, here's how we're going to use it. Let me break down the budget. By the way, this budget alone started at $3,500 just to get it set up. We ain't even including staff and speaker rates, okay? I've added some stuff in there since then. So yes, absolutely. So, she said, I wish I had a grant to cover the trip expense. Girl, there is literally a grant. It was called the Millie Fund, or the Millie, I think it was the Millie Fund. Anyway, earlier this year, there was literally a grant that would pay for you to fly anywhere in the world to go to your favorite conference. All you had to do was an application and a video submission, and they would pick the winner. And I am in a cohort with the creator of this grant. That's how I knew about it. We had some Black women in grants sign up for that fund. They would pay up to $5,000 to fly you anywhere. So yeah, there are grants for that. Paying for your transportation, your flight, your hotel, your food, your conference ticket, all of that. So it's possible. Keep putting it out there, girl. But if you had that option and a grant said, well, send us the budget for what that would cost, and you said, oh, here you go, boom. And you got your numbers, you ready. You got your game plan, your strategy, because you've sat and thought this through. Y'all can tell I sat and thought this through. That's why you hear the passion, because I'm like, I know it really takes more than this to do it. She said, this is good to me. So that's an example of when you're ready, when you're already doing your social impact. Imagine me applying for grants that they ask for the budget. I got it ready. They say, tell us how you're going to use the funds, your proposed use of funds, and I'm breaking this down. I already have a community ready to fly, ready to log on, and I'm already investing this money in doing this to show that I'm committed to this. How much more do you think my application is going to stand out versus someone who's just randomly applying for a grant? That's the difference between having a grant application strategy or not. That's the difference between getting a grant win versus just applying for a grant. That's the difference between applying and approved. Amen? So that's what I teach you over at blackwomeningrants.com, how to get this together. Gather yourself, get information, okay? And get ready to win this funding if you're serious. Because yes, this does take time to think through, but once you got that budget and they're asking what's the cost and you're sending it right away, they're like, oh, she know her stuff, she ready. We didn't have to wait on her. She's built this out. She's thought this through. So blackwomeningrants.com. Let me tell y'all, do I have your permission to share with you guys the benefits of blackwomeningrants.com? Joining us in the mentorship for a full year for only $97. Let me know in the chat. Send me an emoji, a hand wave, a yes, absolutely, we give you permission, or something. Over at blackwomeningrants.com, we have, let me start with the winners, honey. The last 9 ladies who have reported their winnings, everything from winning a scholarship to a business training and development program worth over $30,000, all the way to our, we have one grant winner. Her name is Deanna Joy. She has won over $76,000. She is a semi-finalist for a $1 million grant. She finna be at my level from one grant. I'm so proud of her. I was on a call and someone mentioned the name L'Oreal because they were trying to get in touch with L'Oreal's somebody on the crew. And I said, oh, we got a Black Women in Grant that just won the L'Oreal grant for $10,000. She was one of 40 businesses selected. They gave away $400,000, y'all. And one of our women won, Ashley Rankin, $10,000 to launch her new skincare line. And then she getting mentorship from L'Oreal. You can't pay for opportunities like this, amen. You just got to be in the right rooms, ready with that strategy. Ashley knew her budget. She knew her social impact. She was already doing the work in her community, and she literally has the receipts. Now, it takes a little bit more work. You got to finesse that application, know how to tell your story. But we got a 3-part storytelling class in the Grant Game Mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. I interviewed Ashley about her win with L'Oreal. She's won a $30,000 opportunity and 2 $5,000 grants since that win. This is all within the last 30 days, y'all. So Ashley's the one that I mentioned. She worked this like a job for 90 days, a probationary period at a regular full-time job. She committed 40 hours a week, and she has now won over $29,000 in grants and grant-funded opportunities. And so being in the mentorship, she's won $24,000 since I met her. That's $8,000 a month for the last 90 days, all because she took it serious for 90 days. There is 24 hours worth of learning over there with videos, master classes, a 2-day workshop, Ashley's interview, Deanna Joy's interview about what they did to win, what they want you to do to win, how you can follow in their footsteps, literally, because Ashley created a grant tracking worksheet for y'all. And she has left links to some of the grants that she's applied to, those that she's won, those that she's waiting to hear back from, and those that she needs to follow up with. And so you can literally click the link, see if your business qualifies, and go apply just like she did. It's so many goodies in this program, y'all. I love the programs that I've created. I have 2 businesses, both run on programs like this. This is an independent study course, so it works with your schedule. So if you're like Ashley, you got some time in between the next 9 to 5, you can commit to getting this work done, learning what grants are, what they can do for your business, the expenses they can cover, where you can really go with grants, or if you need to do it on your lunch break and listen. I know what that's like. Do it on the way to work. Do it after work. Do it on your weekends. Do it on your vacations. Take some time off and do it. Just do it. The program is set up to work with your schedule. It just takes your commitment. That's why I give you a year to do it. This time next year, I don't want to hear nothing but about your wins. Amen. How much you've won, how often you've won, what it's like to be a winner, what you're doing with them winnings, what you invested in, what you've given back to your community since when. That's all I want to hear by this time next year. Amen. Y'all hear them bars. Hashtag bars. So, you got your big sisters over there winning as well. You got me as your grant guide. You can email me with any questions about, if you have an application you're about to apply to, you're stuck on an essay question, we can hop on GPA, which you are a part of right now. This is called Grant Prep Academy. Again, if you're new here, I'm Dr. AJ Austin, the lead instructor for GPA. So I'm here with you Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time live on TikTok. And then we do other classes, like our video trainings and how to do a video pitch essay. But I give you these templates already in a book I wrote called Finding Funding. And it shows me winning in action and sets the template for you to literally fill in the blanks. Ashley and I was just talking about that yesterday on live. See how I did it. See what I tell you to do. Pick up on the cues that I'm dropping even live in the videos just for y'all. We got our own little secret language like, oh, I see what you was doing there. Those videos are in the book, Finding Funding. You can only get a copy of the book over at blackwomeningrants.com. Come join us for $97 under a scholarship for a full year versus the $997 that you would have to pay. We saving you coming in as a winner. I'm cutting the cost by $897. That's a lot. That's somebody's rent payment, amen? Come on. That's somebody's mortgage payment. But I share that also because if you don't have 97 right now, there are payment options. We got Klarna, we got Afterpay, we got Clear, we got Affirm, and whatever else is over there that they gave us access to, child. So blackwomeningrants.com, make sure you click the link. It says click here for the special link or click here for the scholarship link. If you've already joined us and claimed one of the scholarships, after I get off of live, I'll be able to let you into the learning portal so that you can get your welcome packet delivered to you digitally. I got to let you in. And you can get started right away. There is a link for 3 separate lists of grants that total over $1.2 million in grants and grant funded opportunities, like the ones I've shared that Ashley has won, Deanna has won, I've won, and 9 other women who just reported their findings. So at last count, we were at $191,000. I forgot about Ashley's additional $10,000. So she over there racking up. She is literally paving the way for what we call the fund finding formula. She's using everything I teach you in the mentorship and then some. She's one of my private clients as well. But she is showing you how this works. And we're new, y'all. We're barely a year old. September of last year is when we launched this program. And to have so many good results within less than a year, in 9 months, we've birthed $191,000, multi-6 figures. So we plan on having a celebration when we hit 200K. She said, stop playing and saying I'm broke. Well, $97 is nothing to invest, especially with payment arrangements. Amen. And so, Tan says she just joined. Welcome to the Grant Game, Tan. Felicia says you will be able to say Mrs. Felicia Alexander Branch, grant winner soon. I believe it. And even those of you who join us frequently on GPA, coming in grabbing nuggets, you will see Nika's testimony over there. She won a $5,000 grant from City Trends. Y'all know the clothing store in the hood? I got one down the street from me. They gave her $5,000 and she was selected out of 5,000 applications, she said. And so, this is just part of the strategy that it takes to start winning. Good morning, Growing Angels. You said you would be here. I knew it. The replays to every live I've done with you guys since May of last year, we're at last count, we were at 250 times I've been here with y'all. Right here on this live, whether you could see me or hear me. I've been trying to live and drive, but TikTok like, pull over. Not on our watch. So, I've still been here. I was in the hospital 2 months ago, room 118. Still went live with y'all, looking crazy and everything. Butt naked in the back, all opened. Clothed in the front. Y'all didn't know. I was sitting in that bed teaching about grants. Then my nurse walks in. She's a black woman in grants. She was like, I knew it was you. She had just came to one of our last live events here in Atlanta. So, we're making a movement. We're making an impact. We're inviting you to come join us. I've given you just a little snippet of what's in the program. I can't tell you everything. Dang, go over there. Dang, you so late. Quit being lazy. BlackWomenInGrants.com is the site to come join us for the $97. Don't ask me how long it'll be available. Don't ask me to save your spot. All you need to know is that we got 300 plus ladies there. I made my coach a promise last week. She about to just murder me, honey. She wants me to charge $97 a month. I told her when we hit 500, we can bring that back to the table. So, don't ask me. I'm just telling you the opportunity is there right now. Come join us if you're serious. Payment arrangements are available. These opportunities are first come, first serve. And someone always claims their spot. And I love that for them. And for you if you're one of our people. BlackWomenInGrants.com. Quit playing. Ms. Polk says, didn't realize many different grants to receive for business. Oh, girl. You have no idea. I got an email this morning. There's a grant out. I think they're giving $50,000 and all they're asking for is a video pitch. And if you're like Ashley didn't want to apply for grants that you had to do a video for until she took my video training and won $10,000 from a grant that required a video. And she keeps winning. She just told me she helped someone else win a grant. She also paid for someone else to go through the program. So this is how much she's loving it, how much she's learning from it, how much she believes in it, and just happy to be a part of this community. And we want women like that. If you need me to hold your hand, sit on the phone with you, get on Zoom, look up your address, come knock on your door. I'm going to type with my right hand, you type with your left. This is not the program for you. I don't babysit you. What you get is what you get. Is what's available on the site. If you need more of my time, there's an investment option for that. For $97, what you get is unbelievable. It's so unbelievable that the same coach that's telling me to charge y'all the $997 off the bat, whether it's $97 a month or the full year, she jumped on it because it was only $97. So she talking junk about me up the price, and she said, well, wait a minute, let me get it first. So my own coach is in my program. So I'm sharing that to let you know it ain't no joke. We have fun. I'm here with y'all live 3 times a week and pop-ups like this. I don't think I was scheduled to be here today. Oh, it's a Tuesday. Nope. I just felt like sitting at a cute little coffee shop. And this is my second one I've been to today. And are teaching about grants, helping somebody. Because that same coach also said somebody needs you to make them this offer. So whether it's you or whether somebody finna come take your spot, somebody gonna get the spot today, okay? So go claim it, BlackWomenInGrants.com. Amen. She said, am I driving? No, girl, I'm sitting at a coffee shop by the road. We real country over here, so you got to make it do what it do. They squoze a coffee shop on the corner in this little town. I love it, though. It is so cute out here. So, I'm one of the residents. I hop between my city and theirs. And this is where we at today. So I'm about to train. Y'all better be glad the train ain't came through yet. Let me not speak one up because they blow the horn over here. On my side, they can't blow the horn. It's illegal, and I love it. But on this side, they country-er. And then you also hear airplanes because I'm close to the airport. So I'm like literally watching the planes. It's a landing strip not too far from here. So I've been watching Delta and JetBlue and all the others land. So that's where I'm at today. What pitch deck and video? Did you see it? The pitch deck and the video? I need to find a way. Because there's a way. So this is what I forgot too. Over at blackwomenandgrants.com, we've created partnerships with 5 programs. And I've been through those programs. And one of them is designed to help you fill in the blank for where you feel like I could be stronger in my business, whether it's creating business partnerships, updating your branding or your website, focusing in on your marketing and sales from your business plan, not the whole business plan, but just things that a grant will ask you. How do you market your business? How are you making money in your business as far as sales? And then it's so much more. They have so many classes in one of the partners that we're with, but they also help you with like tips and tactics on PR, public speaking, and public speaking goes into small business pitch competition. So they have a pitch deck template in there as well, and it matches what I got in the book for y'all, showing you how I pitch in like 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 2 minutes on video and in a live event. And then I give you the template for how to fill it in on our end as well. So you're just surrounded by all of this helpful information that's going to help you go out and land these grants if you're serious, right? She says, stop looking behind the dark glass and come to the light. Who says that? That is funny. Did you get your grant you were nervous about? I still have not heard from those people, child. You missed the drama. Were you here for our venting session? I spilled the tea on them too. I just didn't call no names. I've moved on. It's been a week since they were supposed to announce, and I still don't see nothing online about it either. So, child, it is what it is. Yep, you get what you put into it. Kiana says, hopefully I did it right. I had to ask for permission. Yes. And so when we're not live, it's going to pop up telling me you're waiting to get in. So it seems like it's a couple of y'all waiting on me. So we're going to wrap up soon. I want to give you the opportunity to ask any questions about anything we've talked about so far. We've only been on here for an hour. Oh my gosh, this was good. It went by so fast. I have another mentor that would say, you should have charged for this. She's like, your trainings are not free. So trust me, I got people breathing down my back. They got faith in y'all that y'all got more than $97. I'm, what they call it, standing on business. Allowing you to invest for $97. You better get it while the getting is good, okay? Y'all better come on here. What other questions can I answer for you? Felicia says, I was just saying pitch decks and videos are game changer. I took a screen. Yes, I too want to, I won a filmmaking contest. The link to the film is in the program as well. And if you look hard enough, you can see I forgot what you called it, like the actual screenwriting of what I said and all that is in there. My portfolio, if you look hard enough in the mentorship, it's in there for those of y'all who are interested. Because here in Atlanta, they have an opportunity to meet with other screenwriters and let them look at your stuff. I'm thinking about going, but I ain't that interested in film. I just wanted to get the one film out because we did a documentary on my business. But it was a lot of fun for me after I made it through it. Let me scroll up. I've been missing a lot of comments. So Kiana signed up. Tan says she signed up. Rolling Angel said that's why when I saw you on live, I was like, no. No what? Like we outside of the normal hours? Felicia says, I was just saying pitch decks and videos are game changer. Okay, yeah, I read that one. They better ask. Yes, way more than $97. I win once I do the step. Got it. We have a lot in common. Girl, that's what I love about what I do. I meet a lot of people that are like me. And it's funny because that's what our coach taught us years ago. whatever business you start, you usually ended up serving people that are like you. Kiana said, I'll see you on the other side. Y'all, I love it. Jumping in because it's not Wednesday. I'll be back here with y'all tomorrow. I just be wanting to teach. So when I just, get that feeling, I'm like, all right now. So it's cool enough to sit outside. I didn't want to sit in a coffee shop and be loud because I know I'd be laughing and talking loud. I didn't want to disturb everybody else. But I'm supporting this new coffee shop that opened up not too long ago. And I like it. It's very cute. That's all I got, y'all. This has been good. Was this good for y'all too? Did you get something out of it, boo? Let me know if you learned something today. And if you have any final questions, especially about joining us over at blackwomenandgrants.com, I'm happy to answer those questions. For those of you who have joined us that's waiting on me to let you in, let me hit end on this live and then it'll pop up and give me that option to do that. I'm usually at home in my home office with my Baputa, as my little niece used to call computers, and I usually have more than one device to let you in while I'm live, but all I got is my phone. We at 72%. Y'all better be glad I looked up and realized it wasn't charging in the car, and I've been in the car for like 2 hours. Mad that I done wasted all that juice. It was plugged into the wrong little port thing. But we left home at 100%, so we doing good. Usually I be on like 30. So I pat myself on the back today, amen. Oh, that's a good question, Miss Polk. GAME stands for Grant Application Mentorship for Entrepreneurs. It's on the site, so I take it you ain't go to the site. But we call it the Grant Game because you do have to play. It is a game. They do have rules. They tell you, here are the official rules of this grant. And they'll tell you how to play the game, but they also play psychologically because they're expecting answers to questions that they don't even ask you. So with me coming in and teaching you the game, like how to have a strategy going in versus someone who doesn't have a strategy, or even the knowledge I just dropped on y'all today, plus the 250 other lives I've done, plus the other trainings that we've done, plus what's in the mentorship, girl, you so far ahead of the game. It is a game because there are winners, there are losers, there are rules, there are restrictions, there are regulations. It's a game. So GAME is for Grant Application Mentorship. I mentor you through that. It's for entrepreneurs, specifically for Black women, for-profit small businesses that are based in the United States. As long as you're over the age of 18. Some grants want you to be over 21, depending on what grant it is. And then as long as you own at least 51% of your business. I saw a grant today, you got to own at least 90% of your business. It has to be Black-owned and woman-owned. And so, as long as you meet those regulations, you qualify to be here with us on the lives and to apply for the millions of dollars in funding that we send you access to through our link every month for the year that you're in the mentorship. If you're in the grant game, whether you signed up today, well, no, you can't do it if you signed up today, but if you're in the grant game and you're here with us now and you've read some of the book, that's why I say if you join today, you ain't read the book yet, so you can't do this. But if you read the book and you got a question, if you've watched the videos, listened to the audios, and you got a question, if you're about to apply for a grant and you're stuck on an essay question, now is your time to ask that question before I go. You got like 5 minutes. I'll add an extra 5 minutes on the clock. Then I got to go eat. I got up so early. I don't know if it's lunch or brunch or, yeah, we'll say brunch. Anyway, now is your time, Grant Gamers. This is your mentorship time. To get extra hand holding, this is our time to interact live. This is the time to be a part of the community. You are ahead of those who just joined us today, those who haven't joined yet. So I want to give you the spotlight to get a little bit further. So ask any questions that you have with 5 minutes on the clock, and then I'll let y'all go. We'll still be doing real good. Amen. Felicia says, I'm an author, consultant, and more just like you. Okay, get it, Arthur. Thought about moving to Atlanta, girl. If you've never stayed here for days at a time, come do that first. On different sides of Atlanta. Like do some Airbnb, some hotel staying. Go to the north, south. East is cool, west is country. I'm from the west. But stay within what they call the perimeter, which is the main city of Atlanta, the capital, where You got to pass through to do anything here. Stay there. Not in the outskirts, not in the suburbs. Stay in the city of Atlanta, because that's what you're going to interact with most when you leave your house. And then make your decision. Because, between the price of everything, and I think that's anywhere, but you got traffic that will change your life, not in a good way at all. And it's a lot. And I'm from here. I'm from the countryer side, though. But the little towns that I'm in now is combining city life and country life. And you know when they say you can't take the hood out the hood, girl. Even my cousins, when I see them back home, they be like, you are different. I gotta be. So it is definitely the survival of the fittest, honey. I'm trying to be fit, literally, too. But anyway. Hey, Tay, I didn't see you come in at the pool, girl. How are you? Welcome. Felicia says, I learned from each of your lives. You should. You better. I be on here teaching my heart out. Headache and all, child. Tan says that I need to learn what my social impact is. Tan, you are in for a treat, girl. We got a whole workshop in the mentorship. So make sure you watch it. It's a part of our 2-day event we did at the top of the year. Literally brought in the new year together, talking about social impact. And I give you how to select your social impact. Ashley took that class with us. She selected her social impact. It clicked. It finally made sense. She put it on the last grant application that she won $10,000. So you are on the right track, girl. You about to be blessed real good. So I'm about to hang up with y'all so I can let y'all in this program soon. Growing Angel said, moving my daycare there, but the market rates are so low for daycare. Well, is you going to live in the back of the daycare? Because rent, I'm just playing. I saw a lady today. I don't know if she's in Atlanta, but she was on video on TikTok telling people how she live in her shop. Literally sleep on the floor on a book bag. And she like, y'all book my services, please. I'm like, I don't think that's how you do that. But marketing is marketing, girl. Get it. So you own 100% of your business. That's good. Yep. That's a requirement. Well, at least 51% is a requirement for most of these grants. I don't know about grants for kids, child. You might have to put that in a Google search and let me know what you find. But we do have a lady that signed up for the mentorship. She has a college kid, and they want to start applying for scholarships. And because I've won over $100,000 to go to school, that's where these skills come from. I've been winning money literally since I was 9. Y'all gonna see it in the book. I was on CNN and everything. I'm trying to find that old videotape. But y'all, let's see little baby Dr. AJ. I won my first $78 from reading the most books in my community over a summer program. And they came out, put me in the newspaper and filmed me, and my mama kept it. My mama was my first PR manager, honey. She had me in the paper so much from when I was born. I won a jump roping contest, a reading contest. I got to meet the governor. She was so proud of her baby. So anyway, y'all, let's see what mama did for us, getting us started in this funding game. Thank you, mama. She would be like, go on down and I need this, and this from the grocery store. She in heaven now. But if she knew what that first seed did, she'll send me on errands for her, like I owe her for the rest of my life. Anyway, she said I will always take ATL over NYC. I've heard that. And going to Clark Atlanta University here in Atlanta, I meet so many people from California and New York that just did not want to go home. They chose to stay here. So yeah, if you love the country mixed with city, just like I said, come test the waters and then be like, whoo, y'all crazy. But it ain't New York crazy, I've heard. I've never been to New York. I don't have no plans no time soon. But I've heard things. My neighbor daughter lives there, and she goes, and she's like, the smell is like nothing you've ever smelled. I was like, why you keep going? Anyway, say you want to grow your own food. Get it, girl. Yep, take notes. Tay says, I have figured out my social impact just from watching the lives. Look at Jesus. It's also in the program, Tay, so you'll stumble upon that after you make it through the book. I know you was working your way through the book, so you'll see that in the workshop. It was a lot of fun to help people have that like light bulb moment of what their social impact is. Said New York never go to sleep, Atlanta go to sleep. I was at Whole Foods at 9 o'clock last night, and I was like, let me make sure I get everything I need right now, because ain't nothing else gonna be open when I leave this. So the latest these stores out here open are like 10 o'clock, maybe 12. Walmart used to be 24 hours. I loved it. Because when we had that snowstorm years ago and my neighborhood didn't have power for days, I just went to Walmart and walked through every single aisle. Found stuff I ain't even know they sold, child. And so I spent a couple hundred, but still, I was better for it. Amen. Grew up in New York. Rent is high everywhere I know. Love it. So yeah, just pick your poison, I guess, or choose your battles, however they say it. Whatever level of crazy you can handle between Atlanta and New York, hey, might have to have a place in both places. Said, come on and visit me, Manhattan and Staten. No, I don't know. I think I'm too country for New York. They said you can't let on that you're a tourist. I'm a tourist in Atlanta. That's why I'm at a coffee shop I ain't been to today. Went to another one that they're on the Too Good To Go app. Y'all know I've been touring the city, discovering Atlanta, parts of Atlanta from Too Good To Go, traveling for food. Found a coffee shop called Refuge Coffee. That's a nonprofit. And so their Too Good To Go app proceeds benefit like them keeping a job. It was either Refuge or Refugee. I don't know, but they nonprofit. So I went to support them. Was willing to pay for parking and everything. And that's rough for me in Atlanta. I'm like, why you got to pay somebody to babysit your car while you go in and support a business? Anyway, I went in. They gave me a free coffee. And then I got my Too Good To Go order, which is in the car. So that'll probably be lunch. But yeah, I'm a tourist in my own city, and I look like it because I take my time. I will drive slow on purpose to see, like, oh, I didn't know they had a so-and-so. Let me turn around. So I don't think I would fit in New York because it would show all over my face that, oh, she ain't from here. She country, she's slow. She want to stop everywhere and buy little trinkets from the gift shop. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to just keep listening to y'all stories about it till I build up the courage, if I ever do. Walmart, 11 p.m. You love New York. I've heard. Y'all love y'all city. Come down here, represent. Said you went last week, checked it off the bucket list. Come to Dallas, Texas. We got a Dallas, Georgia. So you got to tell me, you want me to come to Dallas, Georgia? I can do that right now. That's like an hour away. Dallas, Texas, I don't know. It depends on if we have a lot of black women in grants there. Because that's how we base on where we host our events, based on where our ladies are. Or if y'all got friends you want to bring. Like, I'm thinking about doing this. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. So my coach, who I love, he's been mentoring me for the last 4 years. We on break right now. I think he's replaced me. I'm his star student, though, so I can never be replaced. But anyway, I've had the most success in his program. So he's literally about 15 minutes from me. And he hosts his events over here by the airport. So literally fly in, catch the shuttle from the airport to the hotel he hosts his events. He has an event coming up at the end of August. And I haven't been to one of his events in a while. I wasn't planning on going because they're 2 days, 8 hours straight. So that's 16 hours. I'd be sleepy. I know all his stuff inside and out. So I really don't be paying much attention. I'm there just like as the balancing act for our debrief that we do after every one of his events because I'm in there taking notes and learning. Anyway, he does an event every quarter. So whether it's this one or the one he'll have in November, I'm thinking about surprising him, inviting y'all to his event, but meeting y'all for breakfast because I ain't going to be in there teaching nothing. He might, ask me to speak on my success of the program. But anyway, the hotel has like a bar where they sell Starbucks and breakfast and fruit cups and parfaits and all that good stuff. And I can really see maybe like 5 or 10 of us gathered around the table, breaking bread, enjoying breakfast. And then y'all go to his event. He teaches on speaking. It's called Speaking for Newbies. And so, I could meet y'all there and drop y'all off. That'll be y'all's daycare. I don't care what y'all do after we have breakfast. I'm going to visit and then I'm going to go back home and go to sleep. But I'm thinking of doing something like that. I don't know if I want to tell him or surprise him. But this is a way for those of you who've been trying to come to Atlanta, those of you who think y'all waiting on me to do an event and ain't doing it live no time soon, but you still want to come. I'm thinking of doing something like that. What y'all think? Let me know. Here come I don't know what that is. Whatever it is loud. I think it's a helicopter. Hold on. I can't see it because it's cloudy. I'm just glad it ain't hot. Anyway, so instead of trying to come to all y'all cities, y'all might have to meet me here in Atlanta, and that's the only creative thing I've thought of so far. I don't know if he would be mad at me if I did that or surprised. I think it would be more surprised. Like, where are these people come from? Especially if we don't register and tell him. You're in Texas, Port Arthur, Texas. Say, I don't want to leave. You can come to Long Island. This country too. Both of us can't be introverts now. I'm a homebody. You said New York City is not a couponing? What that mean? Oh, there you go. That's a helicopter. They're doing a traffic report. This one time, rush hour started in Atlanta. So that's a heads up about traffic. They fly over the city, and then they talk to the news crew. So y'all hear the news helicopters over here by the airport. It's crazy, I know that. Said, when you do, I'll be there. Okay. I think I'm going to try to get his November date. But the only thing that concerns me, and I guess it wouldn't matter, but if he doesn't have the number of people he wants, he'll reschedule it. Like, he rescheduled the one he was supposed to do last month. He rescheduled it for next month. So I just don't want him to reschedule on y'all. But y'all don't care about him. Y'all want to come hang out with me. I would still meet you at the hotel even if he rescheduled. But y'all would have to find stuff to do on your own. Like, it wouldn't be me and y'all in the city of Atlanta. It would not. I wouldn't do it. Y'all can't handle my thrifting and my traveling for food and being out all day. Y'all be having curfews and booze to check in. I can't do the kids and the booze to check in and got to pick up after school. I'm single, no kids, free. Okay? Only call I'm waiting on today is the maintenance crew saying, we here to change your air filters. That's all I want to say. Anyway. But no, I want to set y'all up to enjoy the city on your own. But just come eat with me, because that's about all I'm good for right now. Eating and napping as I rest and heal my body from 2 blood transfusions and severe anemia, endometriosis, fibroids, thyroids. And my doctor called today and told me what parts of my care would no longer be covered under what it used to be covered under. So I got to find a new way for that, Jesus. Get creative. So anyway, we over here handling business, but I can make space for brunch if y'all want to do that. Tay, where you coming from? If you come to Atlanta, you said when you do, I'll be there. Good morning, Abby. Please, I sent you a message in your inbox. No, you didn't. Nobody can inbox me on TikTok. You inboxed a scammer, girl. Check that page. That ain't us. Was it the page with 67,000 people? Because nobody can send me a message on here, so I ain't get that. You talking to a scammer. Don't get scammed. Don't get him no money. Oh, you said New York City is not a couponing place. Oh, my gosh. Said, ooh, I'll come. Okay. Always down for a quick trip. Need to learn to speak. Yeah, it's good for, he helped me develop my first event on Zoom when we were transitioning from live events during COVID. And so as a result of his work, I'm now a multi-six-figure business owner in one of my businesses. My first business, where we still also have won almost 6 figures in grants. So he was hurt to know that I was focusing on teaching grants, but he'll get over it. He see how well we're doing. He's like, you got how many people on TikTok? Okay, you got to teach me TikTok, child. That's my guy, though. Said surprise him. I think he will be pleasantly surprised. When he gets surprised, he starts stuttering. It's hilarious. He don't even notice he doing it. But anyway, he's cool people. Said, let us know. Say it. I will hang out. I will hang with you tight. I'm gay. Okay, now. Be like, girl, let me go catch a nap real quick. Have to re-up. Say, I can find stuff. There are bulk-owned swimming schools. Are there? That's what I have always, even before I got into business, I always have a thing about people who come to visit the city. Go enjoy Atlanta. It is a great place. Like, if you're looking for good food, it's always somewhere to visit. Pre-COVID, there was always an event going on. That was my favorite part. Like, on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock, if I wanted to go sit at a conference and learn business, go on Eventbrite, find an event, and just literally roll up. And I would be there. That's what I did for years. It's different. Since COVID, I don't really go out to too many events. I have a lot of people that I know come here and host their events, but I be like, y'all ain't gonna see me there unless you pay me to speak. But it's always something to do. So I would love for y'all to just enjoy this city based on your interests and hobbies. So if you get your agenda together, your own itinerary, I got the the 9 a.m. No, because they stopped serving at 10. So maybe we'll do like a 7, 8 a.m. meetup. And then after breakfast, y'all on y'all own. But I just don't want y'all to depend on me to be like, well let's go to, I'm finna go take a nap. I am not that travel buddy, girl. The only reason I be up and out here is because I be so far away from home. I got to stay up in order to drive back. But by the time I find food and get sleepy, take me home. You said, how do a person get in contact with you? If you're in my mentorship, you can email me. And if you need a grant for your business, you wouldn't contact me. You would go to Black Women in Grants, blackwomeningrants.com, and join the mentorship because it has everything you need to know about getting a grant. You said Dr. Sebi, what about him? Oh, you're coming from New York. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me I have great energy. I appreciate that. That's good to know for someone who suffers from anemia that rarely has energy most days. Said you're high strong. Oh my gosh. I come to ATL like it's home. That's why I joined the program. Her energy is amazing. Well, thank y'all. I like that we can have these types of girlfriend conversations. I told y'all it'd be like business bestie size girlfriend. And then when these grants be like, well, tell us why you need the money. It's hard to explain moments like this, the Black Girl Magic moments where we're connecting over food and shopping and hanging out in Atlanta. That's hard to describe in a grant to, like a white man that's overwriting a check. I don't know how to talk about that with you, brother. The coffee shop I was at earlier today, he was saying that, I don't know why white people do this. And if white people on here, you're welcome because this is going to help you. Just because I'm black, I'm going to speak for me. Just because I have this beautiful melanin skin and this bright smile, you don't have to say, hey, girl, what's up, girl? I got you, girl. Because I don't talk like that to white people. The guy in the coffee shop did that all day, and I didn't trip because he gave me a free coffee. But I'm going to come up with some vocabulary to let white people know that you don't have to talk to me like that. I'm very well spoken. You don't have to address me as, hey, girl, what's up? Talk to me like you was just talking to the white boy behind you. Normal. Because now I'm feeling some type of way. And I'm like, do I embarrass you? Do I educate you? Or do I just get my coffee and go? And because I was almost at my 30-minute limit for the parking deck, I had to go. I didn't have time to educate on white supremacy and all that, white guilt and all that. So just side note, because you in a room with Black Women in Grants, you in my house, so I'm going to take time to educate you. You're welcome. That goes for anybody that ain't black. Amen? Okay. Grand Rising. Yeah, address me right. I'm an educated black woman. So much so that the last church I was at for 5 years was all white. Very few black. And one of the leaders asked me, Dr. AJ, how do we get more people like you? And I'm like, what? Black, educated, single, and come to church. Just like that. I ain't no fool. I know white people are impressed with me. I've been told all my life, you speak so well. Oh my goodness. I'm like, how do I supposed to speak? Y'all educated me. Come on now, public education. Anyway, we ain't gonna go there, but I just had to throw that in there. The website is blackwomeningrants.com. Grand Rising Buttercup. I love that name. Now I want a Reese's peanut butter cup. Amen. Oh, the other coffee down the street has good cookies. I think I'm gonna walk down there. I know the owner. And then I'm gonna go home because now it's getting humid because that sun out. Blackwomeningrants.com is the site. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Oh, you said you need to read Dr. Sebi to help with your conditions where the doctor can't cover. Oh, no, I mean not conditions they can't cover. I've been educating my doctor on naturopath. She wants to get into natural remedies and things like that. She's a very homeopathic type doctor, but she practices medicine. But no, not help with my conditions. I'm talking about the stuff that they used to cover, like insurance-wise. The hospital that they usually send me to for regular testings and stuff got a whole new not grant board, Lord have mercy. They got a whole new board of directors. And so they collectively decided that what we used to get coverage under was no longer going to be covered. And so now they're charging like 5 times the copay and all that. And stuff that used to even didn't require a copay, now you got to pay out of pocket and stuff like that. So it's messing me up because I didn't know. I scheduled, like, I'm supposed to have a mammogram tomorrow. Supposed to went to see my doctor today. And so she's traveling to a conference, and so I can't have my appointment this week. But I also got to reschedule my mammogram because of all these changes that I didn't know about. So anyway, that's what I was talking about. Covered and stuff like that. But thank you. Yeah, I'm familiar with Dr. Sebi's work and his daughter. So I'm learning a lot. I love like Chinese medicine, natural medicine. We got a health food store up the street. And so I just go and spend just how much ever time looking through all their vitamins. They educate me a whole lot. These are owned by 2 black men, and a black lady is always in there. And then that's next to a juice store, like a juice bar. So girl, on the health side, I'm covered. I just got to stay consistent. It says, see if the gift of life will cover your mammogram. Okay, let me write that down. Thank you. Because, yeah, they threw that on me, an extra $200. And I was like, wait a minute. I know there are places to do this for free. Let me go look for them. Because it's been a minute since I had one. I'm supposed to go on and get it done. You are welcome, Miss Polk. Are you coming to join us in the mentorship? Let me know. I know y'all waiting on me to let y'all in this mentorship. I wish it'll pop up while I was here with you. But TikTok don't have that feature. Thank you for blessing us with the wealth of information. I pray God pulls back in. Girl, he does daily. I wouldn't be here with y'all if it wasn't for the Lord who was on my side. Where would I be? Just like that. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Thank y'all for hanging out. I'm finna go see if the coffee shop next door has their famous, I think it's some type of like chocolate chip cookie. They're really good. And I haven't seen the owner in a minute. He was mad at me because I was supposed to host an event there, but I didn't. So anyway, I'm gonna go say, hey, you gift us, so we gift you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Pecan 10. Welcome back. Girl, I didn't even see you come in here. I know I've seen you in here before because I told you I like your name. All right, y'all, thanks for hanging out. Newbies that just joined us, welcome to the Grant Game. Congratulations on getting a scholarship to get mentored by me. Priceless. But you invested $97. You're welcome. I just saved you $897. All right, y'all, have a phenomenal rest of the day. I will either see you on another pop-up or see you top of the morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Turn your notifications on. Follow this page. Tell a friend that we here. And if you got a friend that the mentorship program will be good for, go to blackwomeningrants.com. Pay for them. Pay it forward. Sponsor them to come join us for $97. People do it all the time. And finally, if you want to help people win grants for their business, you can come learn this skill before my grant mastermind sister makes me change that part of the program into a certification, and she charges $6,000. So she's going to want me to do the same. Amen. All right, y'all. blackwomeningrants.com is where to meet me. I will see y'all soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.